I remember those days where it felt like I was barely gonna make it. Those days where I was barely holding on. Where I found myself dropping tears and I didn't even know why I was crying. I was praying to God and I was wondering if he could even hear me. Where I was just trying to sleep and find peace, but my thoughts wouldn't let me sleep no matter how much I tried. I just remember being in a really dark place, man. And I thought I would never be the same for everything that I went through. Until I realized something. That me going through those trying times and those dark times and those times where I barely made it, they were never really trying to break me. But instead, maybe they were building something within me that could never be broken again. And what I'm hoping for you is that you come to that place of clarity in your life where you maybe realize that even though I went through some broken times in my life, that maybe it was just building something in you.
Where there's a will, there's a way.
Quite literally, Will Tidwell, a younger gentleman.
I wish I didn't have this big heart. People just do nothing but hurt me. Anybody can dream the dream. Anybody can have a goal, but see,
You're gonna be a neighborhood hero. You just keep shining, young king.
Hey, what's going on, man? This is Will Z Tidwell with SpeakUPZee, and you're now tuned into the episode of SpeakUPZee the podcast. Man, the pod where we talk about all things life, business, mental health, and everything else in between. Man, I'm super excited to be back with y'all, man. I got a new piece of writing that I want to share and kind of elaborate on with y'all, man. Y'all know me, man. I always just try to bring stuff that's relatable, stuff that you can really reason with, stuff that hopefully you may have dealt with in your life, or that you've seen in your life, or that you've heard about in your life, and that we can apply back to our life, and think about in our life, and be able to ponder on it, and just figure out what type of human beings we want to be, right? Which is a hard thing to do, hard, man. But hopefully this helps, and I can say something that just speaks to your life, man. Let's go. So with the piece I wrote, as I said that one day you'll look back on the nights you thought you would break. Or one night you'll look back on the nights you thought would break you and realize that they built you instead. Because one thing I'm learning is that when you're in the midst of that brokenness and that struggle and that hard time, it feels like there's no way out of it. It feels like no matter how hard you try, and no matter how hard you pray, and no matter how hard you try to leave behind certain people, or try to change certain habits about yourself, or just try to do better, it just seems like you'll never come out of those broken times in your life. And it feels like such a curse, man. It feels like a punishment sometimes from God himself. And you're wondering, like, why am I having to go through all this? Why does it have to be me? And like I said in the opening, man, what I'm praying is that you have that moment of clarity in your life where you say, um, hmm, I get it now. Everything I went through in my life, it wasn't necessarily to break me, but maybe it was just building something in me. Because I heard an interesting quote the other day, man, where it said that be careful of what you ask God for. Because we ask him for wisdom, but then when he starts to put us through certain things and we make certain mistakes so we can learn from them, we don't want to get wisdom that way. We ask God for certain blessings in our life, but when he puts us through certain brokenness so we can be able to cherish the blessings in a different way, we don't want to receive the blessings that way. I guess my point is that we're so quick to ask for the good in life and to want the good in life and to expect the good in life, as you should. But something I'm learning is that there are no broken times and there are no sleepless nights. And there are no nights where you can do nothing else but pray and talk to God all night long. If we never have any nights where there are just tears dropping and we really can't explain why, then when those beautiful times do come in your life, you won't have anything to look back on and say, man, thank God I made it here. You won't have anything to look back on to remember and use as a lesson and a guiding tool to never go all the blessings that God has given to you at this point in your life. So what I'm hoping for you is one day you'll look back on all the nights you almost didn't make it and realize, man, those nights, they were never trying to break me. They were just building something in me that can never be broken again. I love you so much, man. Peace.
Hey, what's up? This is Will Z Tidwell with SpeakUPZee. And I just want to take a quick second just to thank you for tuning in to this latest episode of SpeakUPZee the podcast. And my only goal with this platform is to motivate you, inspire you, and educate you around all things life, business, and mental health, whether it's myself or me bringing on a special guest. So I just want to thank you guys for tuning in. We don't ask for any type of monetary gains or anything like that. The best thing you could do for us is just like and subscribe to the channel. Until next week, we'll see y'all later. Peace.